Dr. Dediwe, I guess the central bank is ready to tell us what their decisions are. So we're crossing over now to the central bank headquarters to listen to the governor.
The committee reviewed key developments in the global and domestic economies during the first 10 months of 2017 and assessed the risks to price and financial stability in the short to medium term, as well as the outlook for the first half of 2018. 9 members of the MPC were present at this meeting. External developments. Global output is projected to improve to 3.6% in 2017 from 3.2% in 2016. The revised growth forecast reflects the uptick in global economic activity, strengthened by the recovery in oil and other commodity prices, and leading to improved aggregate demand. Growth in the advanced economies is expected to improve to 2.2% in 2017 from 1.7% in 2016. Similarly, emerging markets and developing economies are forecast to grow at 4.6% in 2017, up from 4.3% in 2016. The MPC, however, noted some risks to the outlook for global growth, to include continued tension in the Korean Peninsula, complexities arising from the Brexit negotiation, and financial market uncertainties due to monetary policy normalization in the United States. The committee noted the pace of increase in inflation in the advanced economies, with the exception of the United Kingdom, is expected to be considerably slow towards the end of 2017. In the emerging market economies, inflationary pressures have abated as key economies exit recession and their currencies stabilize. Inflation is projected at 1.7% and 4.2% in 2017 in the advanced and developing economies, respectively. The committee observed that the outlook for global monetary policy remains largely accommodative in support of economic recovery and growth. Data from the National Bureau of Statistics indicate that real gross domestic product, GDP, grew by 1.4% in the third quarter of 2017, up from 0.72% revised, and contraction of 0.91% in the second and first quarters of 2017, respectively. The major drivers of real GDP growth were agriculture, 0.88%, and industry, 1.83%. Some subsectors contracted, including construction, 0.01%, trade, 0.29%, and services, 1.02%. Overall, non-oil real gross domestic product contracted by 0.76% during the third quarter of 2017. Given credence to the argument that more work is required to consolidate the recovery process by putting in place policies that will boost growth through the non-oil sector of the economy. The committee also noted the continuous positive outlook based on the Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, PMI, which stood at 55.0 index points in October 2017, indicating expansion in the manufacturing sector for the 7th consecutive month. 11 of the 16 subsectors reported growth in the review period. Also, the composite PMI for non-manufacturing sectors stood at 55.3 index points in October 2017, indicating growth for the 6th consecutive month. The committee hopes that while the economic recovery appears to remain fragile, a tenacious implementation of the 2017 budget and quick passage of 2018 budget would boost aggregate demand and confidence in their economy. The committee noted that money supply contracted by 5.54% in October 2017 annualized, in contrast to the provisional growth benchmark of 10.29% for 2017. The development in M2 is largely due to the contraction of 37.5% in other assets net. Similarly, M1 contracted by 7.79%, annualized to minus 9.35%. Net domestic credit expanded by 1.18%, annualized to 1.42%, driven primarily by net credit to government, which also expanded by 7.6% against the programmed growth of 33.2%. Credit to the private sector, however, contracted by 0.24% in October 2017, compared with the provisional benchmark of 14.88%. The Monetary Policy Committee also noted the structural constraints in the transmission of credit to the real sector of the economy, as well as the rising unemployment level. The committee urged the management of the bank to continue to encourage deposit money banks to accelerate the rate of credit growth to the real sector of the economy. Inflationary pressures in the economy continue to moderate, with headline inflation year-on-year receding for the 9th consecutive month to 15.91% in October 2017, from 15.98% in September 2017. Food inflation fell marginally to 20.3% from 20.32% in September, while core inflation increased slightly to 12.14% from 12.12% during the same period. These developments